Okay, howdy y'all. Oops, I just opened my terminal on accident. Oh wait, there we go. Nice. I don't need PowerShell open actually. Okay. Welcome to the stream, welcome to the stream. Gonna switch top chat to live chat. And we're gonna pop out the chat so I can see it. Today, as you can tell, I am going to be studying the waterfall method of project management. There are two main methods of project management. I cannot for the life of me remember what the other one is called, but that style of doing projects is what we did in college. And I think that from what I've heard, they both have their pros and cons, but yeah. So, I've got my notebook, I've got my box of pens, but I've also got a pen out. I really like having my desk drawer cleaned. I like having things that I need easily accessible to me. That's really nice. I'm so happy that I did this. I wasn't able to get my phone set up for stream again this time because it was dead and I didn't charge it. And now it's charging, so maybe we'll get that sorted out later, probably not, so we'll just have to deal with the double chin tonight. I will learn to accept my body, and work to change it in the future. Tonight we are listening to Steviosphere, or at the very least right now we might change it later, I'm not sure. So, with all that being said, I will go ahead and put Steviosphere in the description, and then I will get started on my journey of learning shit. Wish me luck! Okay. Oh, the music is louder than I anticipated. Let's turn that down a bit. That's quieter than I anticipated, I think. Alright, so let's start a break timer. Also, we should stretch. Everyone stretch. Okay. It was a pretty short stretch, but it's okay. Alright, so I don't think waterfall is the thing that is going to help me out here. I did some look into it. You would think by the name waterfall that it would be a bit more free-flowing. No, it is not. Apparently waterfall is used, like, in manufacturing. Let's go ahead and turn that down just a wee bit more. Apparently waterfall is used in, like, manufacturing and stuff that has, like, detailed set starts and ends. Yeah, not quite the vibe. What we were doing in school was what was called agile. And agile is supposed to be, you take a project and you break it into small increments and then you do those in like week to 2 week long sprints. That's all well and good, but it does require quite a bit of forethought as far as like pre-planning what the individual increments are going to look like. And I don't think that that's something that it didn't quite work out for us when we were leaving school to pursue scope creep full time. And that's because we didn't have deadlines. We didn't have we were all self-owned at that point. We weren't doing it for a grade. Scope creep isn't bringing in any kind of money right now, so it's not like we were holding ourselves to that. All of us have lives. All of us need to pay our bills in some way, and if scope creep ain't paying the bills, that de-incentivizes us to work on scope creep. And I'm speaking specifically about myself, but yeah, honestly, no, the blame falls on me, right? Because I am the leader, so to speak, or at least I was portrayed it. And to my knowledge, they still want me to be project manager, which is really kind of them and very nice, and I appreciate that so much, and I hope that they still have faith in me, even though I've disappeared for basically a year now. We still interact somewhat regularly on the Discord, but I need to reach out to all of them individually and ask them to, join me for, a group fun time play Mario Kart type of evening. Or Jackbox games or something. Is the music even audible? There, that should be good. Anyway, so waterfall is not the vibe. Agile was fine, but it also wasn't quite clearly defined. So now I'm looking into what's called Kanban or Scrumban, which is a cross between Kanban and Scrum. And Scrum is somewhat similar to Agile. I'll have to double check. Actually, I can just double check right now. It's not like I'm talking to anyone. I'm the only one here. Okay, so Agile is the sprints. Waterfall is very defined. Scrum is a subset of Agile, provides structured yet flexible approach to managing projects. Sprints, in the same thing. What Scrum does is it divides the team into very specific roles. One of them is the product owner who defines the project goals, the Scrum Master who facilitates the process and removes obstacles, and the development team who builds the product. So, while that is cool and all, it does follow very closely to Agile. Key characteristics of Scrum include cross-functional teams, daily stand-up meetings, iterative and incremental development, emphasis on communication and collaboration. I don't think that my team would be able to manage daily stand-up meetings. In fact, one of them has reached out to me and has been like, hey, I feel like there's not really a set-in-stone goal for me right now, so if I could just kind of piece out of scope creep until there is something specific for me to do. And I'm like, yeah, no, totally understandable. I still don't have anything specific for her to do. we've talked about getting her into some of, like, the development for the mobile app, but that's just something that we haven't fully talked about yet. So, fuck my life, I'm still figuring this all out. Anyway, turns out waterfall isn't what I want. That was the, like, crux of it. Also, that website that I just quoted is in the description if that's something that you want to look at. So. Azoth piped in. You are, in fact, not the only one here. Thanks, Azoth. I can always count on you. Alright, let's do another 25. I'm gonna look into Kanban now in more detail, and we'll see how that goes. it would appear that I am frozen. Let me turn that down. Actually, I had never turned the music up earlier. Motherfucker. Alright, hold on. See, I know what happened. Camo opened up out of nowhere. I just decided to say screw you. And now, thanks to Camo. Oh, come on, Camo. Are you serious? So it's only going to let me use it if I might delete Camo off of this computer and just use this webcam, or maybe get a designated webcam. I don't know. Anyway, hydrate. I don't know how overtime I went. Let's go ahead and start a break timer. I think this might be my favorite Stevia Sphere track. Anyway. Alright, so I looked a bit more into Kanban. It looks a lot like what we were using for project management. There was like a project management software web server thing that we were using when doing Trade It, like in the month that we did Trade It. And that worked pretty well. What I like about it is that it is so flexible. There's a lot of questions that I have about it though. One of the things is swim lines. I don't know what those are. I really don't. I'm imagining that it's just another way of like moving tasks from one way to another, because the way that Kanban works is you've got like different columns, and one of them is to do, doing, done, right? And then I'm guessing swim lines is just another way to move the tasks that fall under those individual columns around, but that's not something that was really explained in the resource that I was looking into, so I'm gonna have to continue reading on that. I think Kanban is the way that we're gonna go, though. The only issue that I can see with Kanban is one, I don't know how granular to make things, but that is kind of a good thing about Kanban, is that you don't necessarily have to know how granular to make things. You can easily adjust things as you go. That's part of the flexibility of it. The other problem is that it does need to be visualized, and it needs to be able to be visualized by everyone on the team. Now, the software that we were using, or like the website, whatever, the website that we were using to manage our board, hiccups aren't real. The website was fine. It's okay, but I don't know, I just didn't love it. It also, like, is packed with advertisements for premium. And, you know, why use that when there's an open source Kanban Discord bot instead? So I found out that there's a Kanban Discord bot, which would make things very comfy, very easily doable. Everything's just in one spot, which is ideal. What was there was something that I had made. It's a spreadsheet that does all of the task management stuff, and I genuinely can't remember what it's called. I might still be automatically moved into, or logged into, my Trade It email. Yes, this is the thing I was using, pretty sure. What was it called? Oh no, that's not what I wanted to use. Because that email has been deleted. Shit. Is it this one? Yep, got it. It says OBS is disconnected. Reconnection successful. Okay. I lost you guys there for a second now. I don't know where and how it happened. Azoth, if you can tune in and tell me what's what. Gantt chart. That's what it was called. So, we have a Gantt chart. It's a good looking Gantt chart, and honestly, I put like a lot of effort into making it like pretty and automated and stuff. I feel like we should go back to it. I think the Gantt chart and a Kanban board could work in tandem pretty well. But maybe that's just me. I don't know. Azoth, are you chilling? Can you hear me? Are things connected? Am I still live? I'm gonna assume that I'm still live. I hope that I'm still live. Yeah, it looks like I'm still here. Cool. So that's where we're at. I was kind of planning on this being a shorter stream. I don't know if I want to go for another 25. Mostly just because, like, one, I'm researching a new thing. Two, I kind of, maybe sort of, have some plans tonight to watch a show with a friend. We might call it here, actually. I'm also kind of tired. I've done a lot today. I went grocery shopping today, and not like a pick up the order grocery shopping, like actually in the store grocery shopping. And it's kind of exhausting, actually. So, I think we are going to go ahead and call it a night. Thank you all so much for joining me on this wonderful Wavy Wednesday. It is we did Manic Monday episode 5, we missed a week, so it is the 7th Wednesday of the year, arguably. Let me check that. I think that's right, though. I think it is the 7th Wednesday of the year. Let's see. What? Oh. New Year's Eve was actually on a Wednesday. I've been arguing about this all wrong. Anyway, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh. 5, 6. Yeah, 7th. So today is the 7th Wednesday of the year. Thank you so much for joining me on the 6th Wavy Wednesday of the year. Yeah, I will catch you all next time. Have a good night. Peace, love you.